I'll give you 35. Don't interfere, Janet. I'm arriving at a price we're all happy with. 35 for the lot. What do you say?
It's £38.94.
Okay, 36, and that's my final offer.
Security.
Basically, they kept insisting I pay the full amount. Can you believe it?
Yes.
It was a very bad shop. Even the manager said so.
No, he didn't.
Well, he told us to shop somewhere else.
He banned us.
Oh, the shame of it.
We're also banned from the local cinema.
Now that I cannot understand. You told me to complain if I wasn't happy.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
but...
Well, we went to see The Passion of the Christ, and I wasn't happy at all. In fact, I was in tears most of the time. So I demanded my money back. I mean, if you saw what they did to that poor man, what was his name?
Jesus.
Jesus, that's it. If you saw what they did to him, you'd be unhappy too. And I had a restricted view.
Oh, now that is not on.
He had his hands in front of his eyes.
Well, it was horrible.
Mind you, men are hopeless at complaining, Janet.
Here we go.
We went to that new Italian last week and I got the most terrible food poisoning. But did he complain?
I spoke to the manager.
He booked us in for my birthday. One would think you wanted me to get food poisoning.
Coffee, Mum?
Thank you, darling. I'll give you a hand.
Cold coffee for me, please. And if I complain about it, Ella, I don't want you spitting in my mug.
I beg your pardon?
Janet says it sometimes happens.
You think I spit in people's mugs?
No, not every time. Sometimes, she says.
I'm not staying here to be insulted. Come along, Stanley.
Well, what about our coffee?
They've insulted me, Stanley. Why don't you ever say something? Because you never want to rock the boat. That's why.
I'd rock it if she was standing up in it.
So, just the 2 coffees then, Janet?
How do you do it? How do you always manage to upset my mother?
Just a gift, I suppose. What's the matter?
I'm upset. You do everything wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Saying sorry doesn't help.
Okay. I'm not sorry. Does that help?
No. I want you to do something right for once. I want you to get Piers to admit that that car accident was his fault.
Right. Even though it was my fault.
It wasn't your fault!
Right.
Yeah.
Wendy Williams? I made an appointment to see the doctor. It's about my bladder problem.
Oh, yeah, new patient.
That's right.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. Just like to take a seat. Yes, Doctor.
Mrs. Raven, is my latest date here yet?
Yeah. She just arrived.
Then send her straight in.
Certainly. If you'd just like to go through. The doctor knows about your problem.
Thank you. Afternoon, Doctor.
Well, hello. Please, take a seat.
Thank you.
Drink?
Drink? No, thank you.
That probably is a little early. So, tell me, what led you to choose me, I wonder?
I've just moved into the area and I wanted a doctor.
Wanted a doctor? Lawyer, accountant, no good to you?
Not really.
No, very wise. So, tell me something about yourself.
Well, I've had this bladder problem about 2 months now.
Ooh.
I know, it's not very nice.
No, and hardly the first thing I'd mention.
Sorry?
So, moving on.
Would you like me to undress?
Really?
Well, I'm assuming you want to take a look.
Oh, God, yes.
Well, then you can tell me what you think.
Right. That would be brilliant.
Shall I go behind here?
Absolutely. In fact, why am I wasting time since we know what we both want?
What are you doing?
I'm undressing, then you can take a look and tell me what you think.
How dare you?
What did I do?
You keep away from me, you animal!
Everything go all right, Doctor?
Does it look like it?
Does from where I'm standing.
Piers, can I have a word? It's about that accident.
Yes. Come on in. Yes, what?
Well, the thing is, Janet says the accident was actually your fault and you have to pay for the damage.
Oh, I might have known there'd be a woman behind this. Blasted women.
She says either you accept responsibility or else.
Or else what?
She'll make me sleep on the sofa.
Sofa it is, then.
Please do it. She's told me I've got to start standing up for myself.
George, if you want to start standing up for yourself, the first thing you've got to do is to stand up to Janet.
Do I?
You're a man. You can't let a woman boss you about.
Oh, my goodness, you're right.
You've got to tell her I am the man around here, and if I want to pay for that accident, I damn well will.
You're right again.
It's £900, by the way.
I thought you said 800.
The emotional distress was worse than I thought.
I'll write you a cheque.
We men have got to stand together, George. We can't let these women control our lives.
You are so right.
We hear a lot about women's rights, oh yes. But what about men's rights? Which is why, after talking to George here, I had the idea of starting this, the first Northolt Men's Group. As you may know, I'm not currently in a relationship with a woman.
Janet says you've never been in a relationship with
I am not currently in a relationship with a woman, and you know what that makes me?
Sad.
Inadequate.
Pathetic.
Strong. Because it means I can spend my days observing women from a distance.
Through binoculars undressing.
No, not like that. It means I can view them objectively, and that enables me to help you with your own relationship problems. Stanley.
I saw this film the other day where all the wives were very obedient. It turned out they'd been replaced by robots.
Yes, that's right, the Stepford Wives.
Yes, and I was wondering if we were close to making that possible.
I don't think so, no.
Shame.
Yes, if we can just...
Excuse me, Doctor. As the only man here who's been a woman, can I just say something?
I'd rather you didn't.
You've been a woman? When?
Last Tuesday. And what I found is men are scared of women. I went up to several men in my little black dress. They were all terrified.
Yes, I can see that.
And also, as the only man here who's been a gerbil, can I just say...
No. George, tell us about your problems.
Well, thanks to Piers, I've realised that Janet is unreasonable. She's always finding fault with me.
Where no fault exists.
Oh, no, it exists all right, but I just wish she wouldn't always find it.
But that's the thing with women. They never miss a thing.
They always know you're lying.
And they always turn round at the last moment when you creep up behind them with a 9-iron. Sorry, forget I said that.
And Janet won't always do what I want. For instance, sometimes I want to make love 8 times in a night, but after 7 times, Janet's had enough.
In a night?
Absolutely. Have any of you had that problem? It leaves you feeling very frustrated, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, I can see you're all very angry about the way you've been treated by women.
Women like me.
Shut up. Well, now it's time to turn that anger into action. A woman's place is in the kitchen. Make them understand that.
Directory inquiries, what's the name you're looking for? Dribbly Nose. And the first name? Ivor Dribbly Nose. Ollie, is that you? Ha ha, got you.
Again, Cassie. What sort of service are you offering now?
You're a very naughty boy and you need your body spanking.
Phone's confiscated.
But I've nearly enough for my doll's house.
Tough.
Janet, I have an announcement to make. From now on, I will be running things because I am the man. I will be giving the orders and you will be carrying them out. Is that understood?
Yeah, can you make me coffee?
Yes, of course I can. Oh, you see, you've tricked me again. From now on, you'll be making the coffee because from now on, things are going to be different.
And Firmaman has just made an announcement concerning all future rescues. He says from now on he'll be rescuing women and children second and men first.
Are you going completely insane?
I'll have you know I'm a member of Dr. Crispin's men's group.
Yep, you've gone completely insane.
And he said I have to take control. And he also said that a woman's place is in the kitchen. Will you stop giggling?
Sorry. So my place is in the kitchen.
Yes. So just get in there and stay in there.
Right. Well, the thing is, it's open plan. What if I wander out again without thinking?
Yeah, well, don't wander out.
There are no walls here to remind me.
Just get in the kitchen.
How do I know where the living room ends and the kitchen starts? I mean, what if I'm standing just here? Am I in the kitchen or the living room?
For goodness sake, look, this is the kitchen. I am now...